In today's video, we are having a spicy pad krapao at Mark Wiens Restaurant in Bangkok. Very original, I know. And then we're getting on Dreamy and driving into the provinces, guys. We're back on the road. I'm so excited. We're heading to the province of Kanchanaburi, one of the most interesting and beautiful provinces in all of Thailand. And I have some other news. I have an album that I have just released. Yes, I have just released an album. Don't worry, that might sound strange and weird because it kind of is, but it's really exciting. I'll explain more in this video, but let's pick up in Ekkamai, downtown Bangkok, as we are about to eat some spicy pad krapao. How could I leave Bangkok and not experience the Phet Mark? So I actually came here the other day with Miss P and I had the pork pad krapao and it was delicious, but I've come down here this morning and I just fancied to share with you. But I've changed my mind. I've gone for a vegetarian one, so it's tofu and mushroom actually. I've gone for the 3 out of 5 spice. I can't handle the 5 out of 5. Last time I did the 4 out of 5 and I could barely finish. And I do actually want to enjoy my meal, and I do want it to be my breakfast. The guy who owns this, Mark Wiens, I'm sure you're aware of him. He's probably the biggest YouTuber, especially in Thailand, but maybe in the food niche in the whole of YouTube. I think he has 8 million plus subscribers or something. Really nice guy, and this is his little restaurant here in Ekkamai. So you might have seen quite a few YouTubers come here.
So I'm back down at this underground Thai food shop. No one's ever heard of this place. It's a small little YouTuber's restaurant hidden deep in a back soy in the back streets of Bangkok, and I'm here to try a dish that no one's ever heard of called pad krapao.
Can you just be quiet? I'm trying to do mine.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Well, you can go first if you like, I don't mind. Let's do it together. Let's do it together.
Yeah, alright.
No, only joking. This is obviously Gary.
Hello, guys.
And I texted him the other day. I said, Gary, I'm leaving. And I didn't get to have a beer with you. And I said, do you want to come down and have some pad krapao at Mark Wiens? And he said, of course I do. You've gone for, what have you gone for?
I've gone for vegetarian as well,
yeah.
Which is tofu and mushroom, and I've gone for level 5 spice, so super, super, super spicy with 2 runny duck eggs.
Is that why? Okay, they look a bit different actually, these eggs.
Yes, they're I mean, I think that's the
unique
selling point here. Yeah,
right, okay.
I mean, everyone sells pancake. If you're going to sell it for a little bit more, sell it with a duck egg.
Yeah, because I mean the prices here, it's like probably double or triple. I mean, there's one here for 269 baht with Wagyu shank. So you can come here and have a 100 baht one, or you can go all the way up to like nearly 300. But like I said, I came here the other day and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The egg is fantastic, and I really enjoyed the pork one, but I just fancied vegetarian.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try them. Here we go.
Level 3 is pretty spicy.
This is the thing, my mouth's already on fire because this is level 3, less spicy, but this is spicier than when you get on the street. Just
yeah, if
normal.
you say like Phet Mark on the street, that this is still spicier than that.
Yeah.
Even the level 1 spicy in here, it's like.
I'll crack the egg open for you. Look at that.
Oh.
That is the best part. And when you mix the egg yolk with the pad krapao, it makes it more creamy, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it's extra rich because it's a duck egg as well, so.
I'm going to finish this, have a little chat with Gary, reminisce. I'll tell him about my future plans, and then I actually have a badge of honor. So just like we were just making a little bit of a joke about how every YouTube channel comes here, it's like a badge of honor. You can't come to Thailand without making a Mark Wiens vlog. I actually got a badge, but this will go on Dreamy. It'll take pride place on the front of the bike. So to remind me of this crazy, spicy, delicious food. So I'll eat this, you enjoy yours, and I'll get on the road, and we're going to be going to one of the best provinces in Thailand, Kanchanaburi, I
think.
Okay, yeah, so see you on the road in a minute. We're leaving Bangkok. I'm not going to miss this traffic, by the way. I've got Gary on the back seat, giving him a lift to the BTS. And if you're wondering what it's been like driving the traffic in Bangkok, it's been fine, to be honest. It's been great. Dreamy's a nice small bike, so you can whip in and out of the gaps between the cars and things. But once I've got my side boxes on, it's a bit of a different story. I have to be a bit more careful so you don't hit anybody. But Bangkok isn't as dangerous as I thought it was going to be in terms of driving. In fact, it's not dangerous at all. I've never felt in danger or ever felt like I was going to get mugged or attacked. This is my neighborhood. This is where I've been staying, Prom Prong. There's that lovely park that I'm sure you've seen in a lot of my videos. And then just up here, I'll drop Gary off and then we'll hit the open road. Yeah, man, come in.
Oh, cheers, mate. Hopefully you don't get close in.
Yeah, and I'll be about 4 to 8 weeks doing these provinces, and then I'll come back to Bangkok because I got to get ready before the big road trip to Phuket.
Yeah. Nice one,
mate. It's been a pleasure. Right, come on, Dreamy. We're back on the road. No more whinging and complaining about the traffic. It's just me and you and the open road. Once we get out of Bangkok, that is. Oh, it feels good to be back on the road, guys. What a fantastic feeling. Just me and Dreamy, the open road on the way to Kanchanaburi, and what a road it is, guys. Fantastic weather, fantastic views, and I have to be honest, I'm completely lying to you. It was miserable. Pouring down rain, miserable dark clouds everywhere, coupled with actually a lot of pollution in the sky. It was a miserable drive. I pulled over a couple of times because the rain was just terrible and I wasn't really able to capture much of the excitement of the feeling of being back on the road. So I do apologise for that, but the footage that you were looking at was from when I was actually here last. So let me explain more on location. Yeah, a little bit wet and a bit different to the last time we were here. So just before we go into this incredible looking temple, the Tiger Cave Temple, which is just on the outskirts of Kanchanaburi town centre itself, I was actually here with you about 6 months ago now, in August was it, I think it was. And I drove during that beautiful weather day and I actually came here and I was going to come back. I had a pad kapow in a restaurant in a rice field overlooking this, and I flew the drone and it was fantastic. And then I was going to save this for another vlog. I went into town and I spent a whole week in Kanchanaburi in a hotel room basically. I locked myself in and I wrote my Southern Thailand ebook, which I'm really glad I did because a lot of people got a lot of use out of that and it was a really good thing to do. And then the day that I was going to go to Erawan Falls and come back to Tiger Cave Temple and explore more of this province was the day that it looked like we were going to go into a dark and lonely lockdown because there was a big COVID wave and everyone was really on tenterhooks wondering what was going to happen, and I bailed, put Dreamy in the back of a songtail and went all the way to Koh Samui and stayed there for quite a long time until the lockdown finished. These are the kind of things that you have absolutely no control over when you're filming travel videos. If you're watching this and you're trying to consider making travel videos when you come to Thailand or anywhere else in the world, just know you have pretty much zero control over anything in your video. You have no control over the weather, you have no control over the light, you have no control over the noise, like building sites and arguments and car engines and dogs barking and everything. The only things you really can control are the locations that you go to and the music that you use. And if you're interested in the music that I use and if you're a fan of it, then let me tell you a little bit about it because they're sponsoring this video, so let me explain. So yeah, I've been using Epidemic Sound since I started this channel, and the reason why, okay, is because they own 100% of the rights to all of the music on the website. So there's never a chance that you'll get a copyright strike or into any kind of trouble with your online content, whether that's on YouTube, Facebook, whatever, okay? It covers you completely.
Hello.
Hello. This is something you can't control. A guy randomly coming up to you on a live stream. Hi! Sawadee Kap! And I really try my best actually to connect you to the feeling of the location that I'm at, the feeling that I'm going through in that place through the music. Obviously I try to express my feelings and opinions as often as I can, but sometimes the music can do that for you. And Epidemic Sound is such a fantastic resource. And the best part is, okay, this is the best part, this is the thing that I'm so excited about. I've actually been allowed to post my own content creators album. So I have my own album on the website now. It's called Paddy Doyle's Adventure Scores, and it has all of the songs that I use most frequently or that I really enjoy the most, that I think suit people who are looking to make content online based around travel, based around adventures, and just trying to evoke an emotional connection to the road and the content and the viewer. You know, the music kind of goes through the middle of all those things and ties everything together. It's kind of like the glue, and it's the only thing that you can control, like I said, other than the places that you go. Because as I'm doing this piece to camera, there's noise everywhere. Look, that woman opening her shop, people driving by, dogs barking. You know, you really have absolutely no control when you're on the road. And you do need to take a bit more time and effort with your music choices, and Epidemic Sound has got you covered. So Epidemic has two types of plans, the personal plan and the commercial. The commercial is more if you're working on behalf of big clients and you need a bigger level of clearance. But if you're just like me and you're making content online, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and you want professional, copyright-free music, then that's what you need. You need the personal plan. And the best part is, not only do we have this cool album that they've helped make with me, which I think you guys are going to really enjoy, and hopefully download the songs, use them in your own videos, experience the entire library that they have, and use those. You can actually get 1 month free right now in the description. Click the link, you'll see it below, and anybody who clicks that link will get a 1 month free trial either for the personal or the commercial plan. And the biggest question that you might have right now is, what happens if I make YouTube videos whilst I have the free trial? When the free trial ends, will I start getting copyright strikes? And the best part is, absolutely not. If you're just looking to get really cool music for your next few YouTube videos, sign up, get the free trial, give Epidemic Sound a go. Use some of my songs if you want, find your own, put them in the music video, put them in the YouTube video, whatever it might be, and after the free trial is ended, if you don't want to continue, you can just cancel, and your YouTube video or your piece of content will be copyright free forever. They'll never come back to you and say, oh, your trial's ended, so we're going to cancel this copyright free program. Your video will be covered. So it's just a win-win situation. If you're looking for really cool music for your next YouTube video and you weren't sure about whether or not Epidemic Sound was worth it, then use the link in the description. It's completely free for 1 month. Give it a go, and yeah, I think you'll love it. So I just want to say a quick thank you to Epidemic Sound for helping me make an album and sharing the music that I like to use in my videos to you guys, and giving you that 1 month free trial. So yeah, let's go inside the Tiger Cave Temple. There's two ways we can go up. Lots of stairs, or like a Jurassic Park looking bus. So I think we should go on the Jurassic Park looking bus because it's really humid now. Now the rain stopped, I am like sweating buckets. Thank you. Oh, okay, just come on. It's not just me, is it? It does look a little bit like the cars in Jurassic Park. Okay. Look. Can you see the steepness? Oh, okay, just me. It's 20 baht to use this, and I think the temple is free entry, but there is a donation box, so I will leave a quite nice donation to help keep the grounds and temples in shape. But yeah, that saved a lot of sweat. Yeah, it's such a shame about the weather. It's a double whammy as well. Not only is it grey and miserable and lots of rain, but there's terrible air pollution. In fact, when I was leaving Bangkok, I could feel it and I could see it, and I checked online, and today is the worst day on record this year for air pollution. So the air pollution is trapped underneath this blanket of cloud. so it's creating poor visibility, and it's not making this place pop as it should. And so I'll use the footage that I captured last time. I think it was just in these rice fields over here in one of these cafes, enjoying the view. And listen, Kanchanaburi is about 15 kilometers down the road, and the bridge over the River Kwai is there. I want to take you to a hotel. We'll find a place to stay. We'll check out the bridge, and I won't touch on the history and more of this province just in this video. The video will be too long. I just wanted to show you Mark Wiens Restaurant, the little road trip here, and we'll finish over at the bridge, and I'll set things up for the next video, because that's when I'll go into way more detail, because this province is not only maybe not today, but not only the most beautiful province maybe in this country, but certainly one of the most interesting. Alright, so I spent a little bit of time trying to decide on where to stay. There's quite a lot of cheap options and quite a lot of expensive options, and as I was just sat minding my own business on Google Maps in a car park, a lady came over on one of those electrical scooters, and she owned a hotel just opposite. And she was asking me about Dreamy and the bike. She could see my Chiang Mai license plate. We got talking. Next thing I know, I'm staying in her hotel because she was so lovely. It's called the River Kwai Bridge Resort, and I paid 990 baht. And she even threw in a free breakfast. Normally it's extra for a breakfast, but I normally wouldn't tell you these things. But she was so nice and welcoming to me that I just wanted to give her hotel a little plug. So if you're here on the River Kwai, look, just here by the breakfast veranda in the distance there is the bridge, and the room's really nice, and yeah, free publicity for her because she was really nice to me. She has no idea I have a YouTube channel and that some people watch it. Okay, so here it is, the bridge over the River Kwai, but actually it's not. So I'm probably going to get bits and pieces of this a little bit wrong, but I do promise that in the next video we're going to deep dive more into the interesting and terribly sad history of the railway that goes through this province, and we'll also have a look at some of the beautiful nature. And so in the next video I will be visiting museums and doing a lot more reading and research onto the matter, because that's the good thing about traveling around the world, is when you are ignorant to certain things, you travel there and you go to the museums and you start to read up books or talk to people and learn about the history of places, things that were not necessarily taught in school. And this is a perfect example. Now, I've not seen the movie The Bridge Over the River Kwai, but that movie certainly made this place more of a tourist hotspot. In fact, as you can see behind me, there are lots of Thai tourists here, as well as foreign tourists taking pictures and walking on the bridge. It's a small but beautiful bridge, and so it's not actually the bridge from the movie. In the movie, they were building a wooden bridge, and that bridge is actually, it used to stand downstream, not too far downstream, but it's since gone through, ages of storms and tides and floods. It just got washed away. And this bridge is not the one from the movie, but it is the bridge over the River Kwai. But this is where it gets confusing, because this is not the River Kwai. This is the River Kwai Yai. Now, I think it came from just a mistake. I think when they were making the movie, they referred to this river as the Kwai instead of the Kwai Yai. It's quite an easy mistake to make. I think, we were terrible as the British when we were colonizing the world. We would get to countries, we wouldn't be able to say the name of the place, and we would change it. For example, Mumbai in India, the British had terrible luck trying to say that, so they just changed it to Bombay because it sounded similar and it was easier to say. So if you do ask a Thai person, is this the River Kwai, they will say no. Kwai means buffalo, and it's also a rude word in Thailand. If you say Kwai, it's quite rude. You refer to someone as a Kwai if you think they're stupid and simple-minded or something. So yeah, here we are on the bridge, and it's fantastic, isn't it? You can just walk along the train tracks and the train will come, and you have to stand on these little areas here, and it will slowly pass by, and it's quite the photo opportunity. But nothing coming through today, but I have seen it come across here several times. As I said earlier in the video, I have been to Kanchanaburi before, and just actually came here every single night. I would do a run up and down the river and finish here for sunset. And it was in that time where we didn't know what was going on with this COVID wave and if we were going into a big lockdown or not. And there was a somber atmosphere, and this is a somber place, so it was quite an interesting experience. And in the next video, I'll try my best to, through the video, teach you a little bit about it, or at least teach you what I learn. I'm not going to try to pretend to be a historian or an expert on the subject, but I will go to the museums, I will do some reading, and we'll also explore some of the beautiful nature, because this province is home to some incredible mountains, Thailand's most beautiful waterfall, and lots of beautiful rivers and lots of scenic sections of this railway, which I think I'll use as the backdrop to teach you the story, or I'll try my best. So we're back on the road, we're back in the provinces, and we're in Kanchanaburi. So see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.